Hi everyone, and welcome back, except this time it is no longer Abby Thrifts. We're doing a rebrand, and I think I may have done a similar video like this where I was like, I'm starting over, we're done, I'm starting over, I'm just gonna do a fresh start. And I did that for a while. That was all good for a little while. And now I'm really back, and we're doing a fresh rebrand. We're doing a fresh restart. This is no longer Abby Thrifts. This is Abby Glanz, and Glanz is my new last name. That's Glanz as in zebra. And this is no longer going to be just about thrifting. And I will say that thrifting was my first love. Thrifting was my first love, and it was my first way of getting content out there. It was my first, let's see how this goes. Let's post on YouTube, let's post on Instagram. I gotta be honest, after a while, I started losing interest very quickly, and it was right around the time when, this was back in maybe January or February of 2022, where we were moving from our second floor apartment in South City, St. Louis, and we were moving to a house rental. And in that time, I had accumulated so much stuff that we could not take all of it with us. And so I didn't have a lot of time between the time that we found this new rental house and the time that we had to move out of our apartment. And so I just ended up donating all of it to Goodwill and other benefiting charities. So it didn't go completely to waste, but I did realize in that time that I spent a lot of money on, I'm gonna call it crap, that I didn't even use, I didn't get to turn around. And I think another part of that too is that I had a lot of stuff that I meant to resell, listed on eBay, listed on Poshmark, listed on Mercari, and it had been sitting there for so long, probably like 6 months to a year, and it wasn't being sold, even though I was doing all of these things to get these things sold. And so I'm not completely giving up on the reseller life. I'm still going to be doing that, and I'm still going to be talking about that in certain aspects, but that is not what I want my channel to be anymore. And I know that you follow Abby Thrifts. I know that. And I am just going to ask if you wanted to continue on with my journey and follow along and just be a part of what I'm going to be posting, be a part of my content. I would love that so much, but this is also your opportunity. If you don't want to be a part of it anymore, I understand. It's a people pleaser in me. I'm like, I get it. If you don't want to follow me, that's fine. I get it. I get it. But I hope you guys have been so well. I have really been missing being creative, posting content on YouTube, and so I've really been looking forward to picking that back up again. But for the longest time, I felt super confined in the thrifting industry quotation marks. I felt very confined by that. I felt like kind of stuck in a box, and like I wasn't really able to make the content that I wanted to make as I was growing into the human that I was growing into, if that makes sense. There has just been so much that has happened in my life since the last time I even posted that video. I don't think I've even made a single video in our brand new house. You'll notice I have a different background behind me. We moved into our new house in August of 2023, and it's, at the time I'm filming this, it's October 2024, and so we've been here for over a year now. We've been slowly making it into our home, and there has just been so much that has happened. Back in April of this year, I got married, and I am just still in La La Land thinking about all of that. And no, I don't have my ring on right now. It's because I just did the dishes, and anyone who's wearing a ring knows that they should not be wearing a diamond while doing dishes. So I did not put that back on for this video. I should have though. Next time I will. But I really have been missing making content, and I kind of just wanted to make this video to keep myself accountable and also let you guys know about what's coming. Although, you know, you just never know. You just never know what's gonna come. But I think that I have really been craving that creative outlet ever since I put this down. And I guess it wasn't in a way that I didn't want to create it. Again, I just felt very confined in this box, and I knew what I wanted to do, and in my mind I was like, well, that's not really Abby Thrifts content. Like, Abby Thrifts content is Abby going out and thrifting. And again, of course, I still want to be doing that. Of course, I'll still be going to Goodwill, I'll still be thrifting, I'll still be doing things that Abby does, but Abby now is different than Abby in 2020. And so I want to make that abundantly clear, and I want to start talking about real things now instead of posting thrifting content. Although there's nothing wrong with that. I love thrifting. I will still be a reseller, just not as intense as I was back in 2020. I really want to make this a community. I want to make it to where you guys feel confident and comfortable enough to post anything that you want to my videos. Of course, nothing mean, because we don't like bullies. But really, I want this to be a community. I want us to go back and forth on different ideas. And I really want to focus on the idea of what it means to be in your 20s and what it means to be figuring it out as an adult, as a human, what this really means, the emotions that come with it, the different lives that people could be living in their 20s. I want to talk about all of it. And I would really, really hope that you guys would want to follow along, because I feel like even if you're past your 20s or not yet at your 20s, I feel like this could be so valuable. If you were one of those girls growing up that always read the 17 magazines and you were like, 17 is so old. 17 is so old. Like, I'm going to be so cool when I'm 17. And then when I hit 17, I was like, why would I read those magazines? Number one. Number two, you're so young. I am at 26 right now. I will be 27 early November. And I look back and I'm like, that was really, you're really not that old when you're 17. So I really just want to talk about what it's like to be in your 20s, like how to overcome things, what you should be thinking, how to get a job, how to buy a house, how to buy a car, all of those things, like everything that comes with learning how to be a functioning adult going into your 20s, leaving your 20s. And I'm almost 30, like I'll be 27, so that's like a couple of years away, but I still want to focus on that because I think this is such a transformative time in all of our lives. Again, whether you're approaching that 20 age or whether you're past that 20 age, that is the content that I want to make, and that is what I'm going to focus on. And for all of those, for all of you who are going to be following along, thank you so much, and I will be posting soon. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!